Hey, Christine. Hey, thank you.
She's coming back.
A few minutes, wait for folks to filter in. Hey, John. Oh, that's fine. The more the merrier. Hey, Cindy. I'm glad we make it entertaining. That's always fun. It's supposed to be 103 here today, so
It is.
I'm happy that our AC works. If anybody's wondering who the woman behind me is, that's my wife's mother. She just got back from the store. She's cooling off.
It is 103 out there, yes.
Hey, Rich. Okay. Hey, Bill.
My chop.
Yeah, Bill, we got it. And ACs are not cheap to replace. Yeah, I have never had PayPal do that before. I do not know what was up with that. That was a new one on us.
Which way does it go?
All right, so for anybody who's new, so make sure everybody's aware of our new.
I get confused in how
Hey, Silver,
I got.
make sure everybody's aware of our new policy. We've got for anybody that's new, we've got a limit now of $50 worth of purchase, and if for whatever reason new folks don't contact us or don't make their payment or whatever, and somebody else was bidding with them, then if they don't pay, then the person who's bidding against them ends up getting it by default if they still want it at their previous bid price. So that's our new way we're doing things. So, all right, let's get this thing going. So the first couple things I forgot to put on the list. Hey, Les. And you guys have seen these before. We actually got two of them today. These are the 100 lots of foreign coin boxes.
No, it's just for the first auction. If they're brand new.
Yeah, it's just for the, yeah, it's only for brand new people that it's the first time that they've ever bid. And that's just, you know, little extra added troll protection for us. All right, so we got 2 of these. As we've been saying, we've been doing our best to make sure that we don't get any duplicates in these. So theoretically, you should get 100 different coins. You know, you might get coins that are the same denomination from a country, but they'll be different years. And these are 15 bucks each. They come all already identified, labeled. You get the box. Trying to get some out here so I can show you some. No, I never put them on there. All right, so here's from one box. I don't know if you guys can see this or not with the new camera setup. But I'll read them off anyway. So this one, you got it's a 1971 new pence from Britain. 71 new penny from Britain. 1918 from France. 1918 10 centime from France. No, that one was a 5. 1918 25 centime from France. There's a 10 franc. 1989. There's a 10 kopeck from Russia during its USSR days. That's from 1961. And then this is a 1980 10 pence from Ireland. A 78 10 pence from Ireland. And this one is a 67 2 cent from New Zealand. This one is a 50 halala 1977 from Saudi Arabia. Which this one alone, by the way, this one's worth $9 by itself. The Saudi Arabia coin. So that's almost paying for the whole box right there. Then we got a 94 South Korea, 100 won. Let's see, this is a 1956 10 cent from Hong Kong. 1951 50 cents from Hong Kong. So wide variety in these. Hey, John. So again, these are $15 each. And as you guys just saw, there's just in this box, there's just one coin alone is worth $9.
Last call on this.
Yep, last call on these. I can tell you that everybody that's ever gotten one of these from us has been very happy with what they've got. We get a lot of feedback on these from people that get them. All right, we're moving on. If anybody decides you want one of these, let us know. Let me get these out of my way real quick. All right, next item up. You guys saw this one last week if you were here last week, and we've still got it available. Hopefully with the new camera setup you'll be able to see it better. This one, the buy it now on this one is $150. And this is the picture frame. United States 20th century type coins. And you've even got down at the bottom, you've even got a Morgan dollar and a peace dollar. And then of course you got the silver Kennedys, you got the 64 is here, that's the 90%er, and then the 40%er there. The clad Kennedy there. You got the 90% silver Franklin, the silver Walking Liberty half, silver Barber half, Barber quarter, Barber dime, Merc dime, Buffalo nickel, V nickel. You got the Lincoln wheat cent, the steel cent, the Indian head penny up here. You got a modern Lincoln cent. That's actually a 2019 Denver. So if anybody out there on the East Coast gets this, and you don't really get Denvers, you're going to get a 2019 Denver. We got a war nickel, so that's 35% silver. We got your silver Roosevelt dime, clad Roosevelt dime, silver quarter, clad quarter, standing Liberty quarter, and of course your Ike dollar up here. And for the Morgans, because I'm sure people are interested, I don't remember the mint marks on these, but the dates are 1923 for the peace dollar and 1921 for the Morgan dollar. And then the Barber quarter is 1897. So there's some good dates in here. So you're going to look for a 150, buy it now. And it comes just like this. And just a reminder, we loaded the coins into these. These were not already in here. So these are actual coins. The quality of which you guys are used to seeing from us are what are in here. Last call on this one. There's a lot of silver in here. I mean, you guys can do up the math on how much this thing would actually be worth. And it's way more than 150.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, we are moving on. If anybody decides they want that, let us know. Alright. Next up, we got a couple little foreign sets that we thought some of you guys might like. And it's the coin sets of all nations series. All right, so the first one, these are $3 each, by the way, if I remember correctly.
No, 4.
Oh, $4 each. Sorry. So the first one is the state of Cambodia. And it does come with the little thing about it.
And a stamp.
And you get a Cambodian stamp with it. It's on there. So this one's a really cool looking mushroom. And then it has the date on it, so you know the date the coins are from. So for this one, these are all from 1995. And it's the 50 ryle, or the 500 riles, the 200 ryle, the 100 ryle, and the 50 ryle from Cambodia. And then on the reverse of the card, it's got all the stats of the coins. So if somebody we have 3 of these. If somebody decides they want all 3, I'll give them to you for $3 each if you get all 3. So there's the Cambodia one. And then the next one is the Republic of Guinea. And again, you get the stamp on there, which on this one is a hyena. So that's kind of cool. And this one is a 25 franc, 10 franc, 5 franc, and a 1 franc. And then the last one is Belgium. And this one, the stamp on there has got a bird. Hopefully you guys can see that. And of course, he's got his card.
$3 each, so that would be 9.
It'd be $9 for all 3, Rich. And this one is, again, a 20 franc, 5 franc, 1 franc, and 50 centimes on this one. And
Okay.
Rich wants all 3 of them for $9. Congrats, Rich. All right. Switch over to the scope real quick. All right, next up we got some little coin sets for sale. And the first one is called the American Series President's Collection. And this one's on a buy it now for $15. And these are all 1964s. So you're getting the Lincoln set. The 64 nickel. And you notice these are all in really good condition. Got a 64 Kennedy. It looks like these are all Philadelphia. At least so far. So that's your 90% silver Kennedy. And then you got the 64 quarter. 90% silver. And you got your 64 Roosevelt dime. 90% silver. For $15 for this one. And yeah, these are all, looks like all these are plain dates. Nope, this one's a Denver. That's the oddball of the bunch. The dime is a Denver. But I mean, check that out. That's still full band on that dime. Oh, and then okay, and the nickel's Denver. And I'm seeing what I'm thinking. I'm seeing. This is the first time I've really looked at this thing close.
Machine doubling.
I'm not sure if that's machine doubling or if that's an RPM.
To me, it looks
I don't know. You guys will have to check it out. So looking for $15. Anyone? 90% silver, Kennedy, the quarter and the dime. Looks like
Yeah.
MD. And you're getting the Lincoln cent and the nickel both in pretty darn good condition.
Last call.
Everything in this set is actually in really good condition. Yep, last call on this one. All right, moving on. Right on there. All right, next one up is the American Heritage Collection.
American Heritage. Is it the yesteryear collection?
No, it's the mint making cents.
No,
So this is,
$3.
you guys saw this one last week. I still think this is really cool. This one's on a buy it now for $3. So this is the one that actually shows the different various pennies and what they were made out of. So for example, you got the 1946 bronze wheat that it shows you were actually made out of melted down shell casings. And then you've got the 65 bronze, which is the copper zinc mixture bronze. You have the 61 bronze, which was the French bronze, which had copper, tin, and zinc. Then, of course, you have the 1943 steel cent, which is the zinc-coated steel. And then the more modern 2001, which is copper-plated zinc. So I thought that was kind of a cool set that people, like, somebody actually went and did the research to find out, especially on that one, to find out that they used melted down shell casings from World War II as the metal for these to produce the planchets.
Last call.
God, Blair. We're looking for $3. I mean, that steel cent right there is not in bad shape. That coin alone is worth $3. Silver wants it for $3. Scratch silver. All right. Next up is the U.S. 20th century type coin. Oh wait, that's the frame. We already did that. Sorry. The Liberty collection is next. So this is a 3-coin collection. To buy it now is $15. So this one you got a couple of Merc dimes and a Standing Liberty quarter.
Which one is it?
This is a 1928 plain date for the Standing Liberty. And that one at least is a Denver for the Merc dime. We'll look at those real quick. I'd say 1943 Denver. That's about a VF. Here's the reverse of the Standing Liberty quarter. And the other one was a 1942 plain date Mercury dime. Also at about a VF. Got some toning on it. Over 15, anyone? All right, we're going to move on. And the next up is a Barber coin collection. It's another 3-coin set. So this time you got 2 Barber dimes. Got a Barber quarter. That cracks in the plastic. That's not on the coin. 1908 for the Barber quarter. Ooh, too far. And a Denver Barber dime that's got a lot of toning on it. So the Denver one is a 1906. It's in probably in a good. And then here's the reverse of your quarter. Should also be in a good. And then your other dime is a 1916. And that would be in a very good. And once again, we're looking for buy it now at $15. 2 Barber dimes and a Barber quarter. shouldn't even think that's a crack. I think it's a hair that's, when they put this together, got stuck inside of it.
It was not me.
No, that would have got stuck in there when it was put together. Yeah, that's a hair. All right, moving on. All right, next one is the American Series of Yesteryear collection. It's a 5-coin set, and this one's buying now is $20. All right, so in this one you got a 1910 Barber dime and very good. You got a 1914 Barber quarter in good. You got a 1898 Barber half dollar in good. A 1905 V-nickel in very good. Actually still got some Liberty up on there. Good solid rim all the way around. And then you got a 1907 Indian head cent. And that would be in very good. Not quite fine. You don't have a fully defined headband, which is what you're looking for a fine. So you're getting a Barber dime, Barber quarter, Barber half, V-nickel, and an Indian cent. If anybody knows barbers in the Barber coin series, you know how fast the prices on those can jump up. So to be getting a dime, a quarter, and a half, that's the $20 right there. You're basically getting the V-nickel and the Indian for free. All right, last call on this one. I'm determined I'm going to get more of you into barbers. This is a great series. It's possibly the most underappreciated series in all of numismatics. All right, moving on. I got one more of these little sets. This is the 19th century coin collection. And this one's a $15 buy it now. This one's a 4-coin set. And again, you're getting a Barber quarter. This one is an 1892. That's the first year Barber quarters were made. And it's the same for the halves and the dimes. 1892 was the first year for all of them. That was when they switched from seated Liberty to Barber. Oh, wait, no. The dime was 1892. 93. Was it 93? No, it was 92. Okay. So, yeah, it was all of them. 1891 was the, yeah, that was the final year for the seated. So again, you're getting an Indian cent, V-nickel, Barber dime and barber quarter. $15. Buy it now. 1892. 1892 for the dime, so that's the first year for the dime. 1898. And 1893 for the penny. So everything is 1800s for this little set. All those scuffs and scratches are on the plastic. Last call on this one. Nice little set of 1800s. Heck, this one coin alone, the 1892 Barber quarter, is probably, even in this condition, this would be what, about a good, like a good 4? This one alone is probably 10, 12 bucks. All right, we're moving on. All right. Next item is, you guys saw this one last week too. This is the original New York penny. And this one is a buy it now for $7. This was before we had our own mints making coins. And this thing is from 1752. And of course, comes in the little cool case. It says original New York penny. This thing, like I said, this thing was minted in 1752. And this is not a copy. This is actually the original, the real deal. And sold to John. Congrats, John Wolf. All right, now the next item we have up is a copy. Because the real one would be like really expensive. I'm talking like 6 figures expensive. So this is a duplicate. It actually says copy on the coin. But this is a copy of the original New Hampshire halfpenny. And because it's a copy, the buy now is only $3. 1776 New Hampshire halfpenny. Replica. I figure somebody would like to have it just, you know, to have even a replica of it. Because, again, getting the real deal would be, you know, that'd be a 6-figure purchase. And it's kind of hard to tell, but it does actually say copy right down in here. But it's still a very neat thing. And this one's going to Cindy. Congrats, Cindy. Sometimes there's those items that you're just going to have to settle for a duplicate. Unless you win the Powerball. Alright. Going into silver rounds. All right, so for those of you who got the list, a lot of our silver rounds are already sold through pre-sale. So we are starting with some onzas from Mexico. Starting with the 1980. These are all BU. So the onzas are 0.925 silver. They are sterling silver. But there is a full ounce of silver in every one of these. So the coin itself actually weighs more than an ounce to make up for that 7.5%. So that way there is a full ounce of silver in every one of these. And again, this is the 1980. These are all brilliant uncirculated.
We have 3 of them.
We have 3 of them available, and they're $25 each. And these things are getting harder to find. Oop, upside down. We got Lay 925. And these are actually pesos. There's the Mexico Bitboard. Excuse me. 33.625 grams. And it says right there, 1 ounce. Troy. Plata Pura. So that's the first one. As I said, we had 3 of these, so I'll show you all 3. Here's number 2. As usual, I mean, you can see the luster moving around right there. This camera is not doing it justice. These things are gorgeous. You get in this super high magnification, and suddenly you see every little tiny imperfection. Whereas, from the naked eye, like, all these little tiny contact marks, you really cannot see them. There's the second one. And here's the third one. And these are $25 each. If somebody wants to buy all 3, again, you will have to take all 3 of them. But if somebody wants all 3 of them, I'll do them at $23 each. So that would be $69 for all 3. That's kind of a little package discount.
Last call.
Last call on these, $25 each or $23 each if you get all 3. All right, we are moving on. Alright, next up is 1984. Now they changed the design later on these. So that was the 1980 original design. After that, they changed them to a thicker design. So they're smaller around, but they're really thick. And they actually put, let's see if I can focus in on that. They actually put edge lettering on them. For the newer design of it.
And we have 3 of those on the 84.
And again, these are all brilliant uncirculated, as you can see there. I mean, that is super shiny. There's still an ounce of silver in these. And these are $22 each. And this was also when they started to get into the design that would get altered again eventually to become when they switched over to the Libertad from the Onza. And these are also, unlike the 80s, these are actually 999 pure. For the 84s, we have 3.
3. No, it should have 3.
Oh wait, this is the 85. Where's the 84s? Hold on. I gotta find the right years to show you guys.
The 85s, we have 3 too. No, we have more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, there's
5.
There's 4 or 3 of the 84s available. I just gotta find them because that was an 85. 5. These are out of order. 85. It wouldn't be a cheapskate auction if at least one thing wasn't out of order. You guys know how it is. Ah, there we go. But 84s are the same as 85s. They're .999. They're thicker. They got the edge lettering. 1984 Mexico, .999 pure. 1 onza. $22 each. Of course, now you guys have seen the 85s. So we also have 5 of those available. And all of them are $22 each. If somebody wants to buy all of them for one of the years, I'll drop it to $20 each. So if you want all 3 of the 84s, $20 each. If you want all 5 of the 85s, $20 each. All right, Cindy has been in the 84s. So she's getting those at $20 each. Which leaves the 585s. $22 each or $20 each if you get all 5. If you take all 5, Rich, they're $20 each. Otherwise, they're $22 each if you want just one. All right, and Rich is taking all 5. So Rich is getting all the 85s. Congrats, Rich. So nobody wanted the 80s, so I'll put those aside for now. If anybody changes their mind and decides you want the 80s, let me know. All right. So the next one up. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, this is. All right, so this is a. This is an older silver round, and I went ahead and dropped the price on it for this week. So this week, this one's only 19 bucks, and this one, brilliant uncirculated. It's from 1973, and is the Universario. .999 fine silver.
This is the Universal.
World trade, 1 silver.
The Universal.
Yeah.
19.
This is 19 bucks. Buy it now. These really old silvers, they have a high premium on them, so we wanted to give you guys a shot at getting some of these older ones at a better price. So that's why I decided this week to go ahead and throw it out just at the $19 price. Something like this, normally I would charge like 30 bucks for it just because of how old it is.
Rich.
All right, and this one's going to Rich. Congrats, Rich. All right. And next up, you guys saw these last week too. These are 19 bucks a piece. We have 2 of them available. These are the USS Constitution silver rounds. This is the one that's got the cool toning that makes the boat look gold. It's kind of neat. Honest value never fails. USS Constitution.
Trent. Do you want 1 or 2?
Did you just want the one, Trent, or do you want both? We have 2 of these available.
Okay.
Just the one? Alright, so Trent wants the toned one. Here's the other one that has toning just around the edge. And then, of course, on the reverse, Liberty Mint, USA, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coins a tender in the payment of debts. Article 1, Section 10, U.S. Constitution. This one's $19. With $9.99 fine silver troy ounce. And these are just cool because it's got the USS Constitution on it, which was one of our very old naval vessels. Back in the day when we still used sailing ships for the Navy. The crow's nest way up there. Could you imagine having that job, being the guy up in the crow's nest? You're way up there with a spyglass. Trying to see if there's any ships coming. You've actually been on the USS Constitution. That is awesome, John. Where was it moored at when you got to walk on it? All right, last call on this one. California, cool. It's a beautiful ship. If you guys have never seen this, I recommend you guys actually Google this ship. This thing is beautiful. They've kept it fully restored throughout the years. That ship looks amazing.
All right.
All right, we are moving on. All right, next up is a Freedom from Slavery silver round, which is 19 bucks. Yeah, used for training. Freedom from Slavery. This is from Johnson Matthey. Essay Refiners 1 troy ounce fine silver. 999 JM Bullion. For 19 bucks for this one. I know who that is that's depicted on this coin. I just can't think of it right off the top of my head. I cannot for the life of me think of the guy's name right now. I'm wanting to say it was who was the guy they did the story about that when they came up with the mechanical drills that he said with just a hammer that he could dig a tunnel faster than that mechanical drill. Oh my lord, I can't remember. But that's the dude that's depicted on this. John Henry, thank you. Yeah, that's the guy that's on this coin. That's a depiction of John Henry. I could not remember that name to save my life. All right, last call on this one. 19 bucks.
How about Bill?
Oh, yeah, by the way, hi, Wild Bill. I never said hello. And hello to all of our lurkers out there. Hopefully you're all doing well today. All right, moving on. All right, and our last silver round.
September round.
I dropped this one in price from last week. Last week I had this one at $30. This week I dropped it to 22 for you guys. This is the limited edition one. There's only 5,000 of these struck.
Hey, John Salisbury.
It's a deep cameo proof finish. It's the one that says communities together means timber forever. 5,000 strike limited edition. $9.99 fine silver. And on the reverse, it's got the logging truck. The owl hiding up there in the tree. So timber up there. America's renewable resource. So this week we're doing this one at $22. And again, only 5,000 of these were ever made. So I mean, the odds of you coming across these are very slim.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, our community's very own coin digging, this is actually what he does for a living. He owns a 300-acre tree farm that his family has run for generations. So he knows all about the, how many trees he can sell per year and all of that. So that way the land is always cycling. So there's always adult trees ready to go. And they're always being replenished. That is what he does.
Last call.
Last call on this one. If somebody doesn't buy this one soon, I'm going to just end up keeping it. Just because of how few there are. All right, we are moving on. Moving on to dollar coins. All right, we got Morgan dollars next. Gonna put Cindy's heart into palpitations for a little bit here. All right, so our first one up is an 1878 Carson City. This one is in a very good define.
$95.
And we're doing it for a buy now for $95. There's your Carson City mint mark. The only reason I didn't do it just flat out as a fine is just because there's some of the rim on the back that's worn a bit too flat for me to feel comfortable calling it anything more than a very good. But hey, at least that gives you a chance to own a Carson City Morgan from the first year we ever issued Morgans for under $100. And again, just a reminder to everybody for whenever we do these higher dollar coins, we will work out payment plans if you really want it. We just, as I'm sure you can understand, we just, don't ship it until the final payment comes in. But we have no problem working out payment plans with people to help you guys get the coins that you want. All right, last call on this one. 1878 Carson City. Morgan dollar. $95 and it is yours. And it's got a die crack coming off the O. I just noticed that. All right, moving on. If anybody decides they want that, let us know. All right, next up is an 1879 plain date in AU condition. And this one's buy it now is $30. So another one, the camera really doesn't do it justice because you can't see the luster very well on the scope, but it does have a lot of luster. You see on that bird there, you got almost all the feather detail. You just got a little bit of slight wear on the breast, and that is it. Even on the leaves there, you really have no wear on these. Last call on this one. Buy now is $30. 1879 plain date. Second year of the Carson, or second year of the Carson, second year of the Morgans. All right, moving on. Since nobody wanted the AU, I doubt anybody's going to be interested in the EF right at the moment, so we'll skip that one because it's the same coin. Which brings us up to the 1880 in extremely fine. And this one is going to buy now of $25. Hey, Nug. We were $25. 1880 plain date Morgan. Yeah, it's all good. Thanks for coming in anyway. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's about getting coins into your hands for your collection, but it's also about just, you know, hanging
Learning
out and
about
having
them.
fun and learning and just having a good time. That's why we always encourage everybody to talk during chat at our auctions. Because we want you guys to have fun and
Entertained.
be entertained and commune with each other. Oh, very cool. I've seen some old bottles that look really neat.
Last call on this one.
Last call on this one, $25. Okay, not even worrying about the bottles. Just scuba diving rivers sounds like a cool thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever do the waterproof GoPro case and actually do picture or do video underwater while you're doing it? Because if you do that, I might have to go check some of your videos out.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. I would have to go check that out. All right, we are moving on. Let me do that real quick, actually.
Oh, you might want to.
All right, just threw you a sub, Nug. I'll definitely check out some of your stuff. That's awesome. And by the way, everybody, Nug is at 939 subs. He's almost to 1,000. So go over and show him some love. Throw him a sub. Help him get up to that 1,000 mark. So that sounds like his videos are gonna be pretty cool. All right, next up, we got an 1882 Carson City in very fine.
105.
This one's buying now is 105. There's your Carson City Mint Mark.
We can do payments on these, guys.
Yep, if anybody needs, we can do payments on these. You know, so if anybody wanted this one and the 1878 Morgan, that would be that would be $200 for both coins. We could even break that up into four $50 payments if you needed to. Well, plus the shipping, of course. So if you ever see something that you really need or that you really want in your collection, don't be afraid to ask us about setting up payments. All right, last call on this one. This game is 1882 Carson City in very fine. The buy now of 105. All right, moving on. Next up is an 1889 New Orleans and very fine and toned. You see the toning all around there. 1889. Buy now on this one is 25 bucks. That's all the way. The whole obverse is all just really neat toning. Kind of hard showing it to you guys without getting the glare on there. There's your New Orleans mint mark. There's some toning around the edging on the reverse as well. A little bit around the eagle.
Hi, Roger.
Hey, Roger. Yep, this is a very nice one. Looking for 25 bucks. Anyone? Buy it now. And for any of our new viewers, just want to let you know if you do decide you want to pick something up, make sure you send us an email with your shipping information and your PayPal info.
I'm at the $50.
And anybody who's a first-time buyer, we do limit to a $50 limit for the first show. And then once successful payments made on that, then you have no limit anymore. Only a one-time thing. That's just a kind of a troll protection for us. All right, we are moving on. All right, next up is an 1890 New Orleans in extremely fine. Again, buy it now is 25 bucks. New Orleans mint marker right there. Yeah, these Morgans are great. Looking forward to when I can actually start genuinely building a Morgan collection. Right now we have one Morgan dollar in our collection. And it's a 1921. But, you know, for the time that we have these, before people buy them, at least, you know, we have them to hold and look at and
Admire.
yeah, Cindy has just a couple Morgans.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
a small amount. What are you working on? Like your third collection of them now? All right, moving on. Next up's an 1896 and extremely fine. This is the plain date.
25.
Over 25 bucks. No CCs yet. Well, get yourself some CCs, Cindy. I thought you did have one.
Yeah, I thought you got one.
Could have swore I remembered you saying you had a CC.
Trent.
All right, this one's going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. Let me show you your reverse real quick so you can at least see it. All right, and the final Morgan for today is an 1898 plain date in AU condition.
$30.
Buy now is $30. So on this one, you've got just the slightest bit of wear on the highest points on the hair. And it's only, again, is very slight. The biggest wear spot is right there. And then you got pretty much full feathers on the bird. So, I mean, I'm by no means an expert grader, but I would say this one would probably hit at a 55 at least, in my opinion. This one has no major issues. There's no major rendings. Only a few contact marks in the fields. Got some toning. This thing is a very nice one. That one little scratch right there is about the worst thing on this coin. But, you know, these things sit in these giant bags of Morgan dollars for long enough. They're going to get dinged up and get contact marks and all that kind of thing. A lot of them look just really beat up. Like you can tell right there, anytime you see the dots on a cheek, on any coin. That's the reeded edge of another coin. Smacked it right there.
Last call.
Last call on this one, $30. AU condition. 1898 plain date. You're jumping over here in a second, so clear your mouth. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those Morgans, let us know. All right, next up is going to be commemorative silver dollars. One of which is first time we've ever been able to have one to offer you. It's the one of the rarest of them, at least for the moderns. But I'm going to let my wife jump in here for a moment, and I will be right back.
Hello, everyone. Alrighty. We have the 1984 S dollar of, as you see, Cindy put it up, and it's $22. There is the reverse. This birdie is gorgeous. Anyone? Right. They need their heads. Because that's me. Last call. At least the eagle has its head.
Okay, that is on the plastic. All right, moving on to the 1986 BU Ellis Islands dollar. 90% silver. And this one is $22. Give me your. Okay. Hi, coin digging.
Hey, coin digging, just FYI, we dropped the price on that that 5,000 strike limited edition
Logging coin.
logging silver round. So it's only $22 now instead of 30.
All right. Moving on. And he can take back over. To the 1990 W. Ike.
Next up, we got one from West Point.
$25.
This is the satin finish, 90% silver dollar,
Oh, I didn't put satin on there.
commemorating Eisenhower. Here's your West Point mint mark. This is from 1990. And on the reverse, you got Eisenhower's home. This one we're looking for a buy now of $25.
It's all good, Chloe.
And that happens when the weather tears your house apart.
Yeah.
Looking for $25 on this one. Anyone? Yeah, it kind of stinks the insurance didn't help you out more than it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, man. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
All right, last call on this one, $25. Satin finish Eisenhower commemorative dollar from the West Point Mint, 90% silver from 1990. Now, I remember you saying some of your neighbors got hit even worse than you did.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. No love for the silver dollars today. All right, we got another West Point. This one is a proof. And this is the White House commemorative silver dollar.
$25.
Buy it now is $25. This is from 1992. West Point Mint. Deep cameo. Well, that's good. Last call on this one.
Alright.
All right, we are moving on to our special coin for tonight, or one of.
Yeah, one of.
This is the first time we've ever been able to offer one of these to you. So this is actually a rarity. This is the 2001 Philadelphia Proof Silver Dollar. American Buffalo.
Less than 300,000.
There's less than 300,000 of these minted. And the list price for these is $160. And we're starting it at a bid of $85. These are very rare coins.
I understand if they could like shut off for like 5 minutes and turn it back on.
Look for an $85 bid, anyone. If you're the only bidder, you're getting this for basically half price of what the actual value of it is.
Fine.
I should bring it up to show it to you guys real quick. As I find it again. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. Bring you guys over to browser view real fast. All right, 2001 Philadelphia Buffalo silver $1 proof. Total mintage 272,869. So very low mintage on these. Info about it.
And this is on the NGC.
Then you go over to proof uncirculated. Average grade is proof 69 with a population of 15,004 that were graded proof 69. Value 170. So again, if you're the only bidder, you're getting this thing for 85 bucks with a value of 170 on it.
Last call. It's a very nice coin.
All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides they want that one, let us know. I'm actually contemplating possibly sending that one in if nobody buys it. All right, next up we got Thomas Edison, 2004, silver proof from Philadelphia. Buy now on this one is $22. $125th anniversary of the light bulb. The last call on this one. All right, we are moving on. anybody decides you want any of those dollars, let us know. They might be available. All right, now we're into half dollars. Starting out with some Franklin halves. All right, so the first one is buy now is 12 bucks, and then the rest are going to be 10 bucks each. So the first one is a 1949 San Francisco. It is in AU condition. It's got some patina toning on it. Looking for $12. Your estimate mark. Last call on this one. This one was only the second year they made the Franklin halves. They started them in 48. All right, moving on. All right, and the rest of these, there's 4 of them, are 10 bucks a piece. Starting with a 1950 and extremely fine. This is the plain date. And if somebody wants all 5 of these, including the 49S, I'll do them at 9 bucks a piece if you take all 5. So it'll be 45 bucks for all 5. Last call on this one.
Oh wait, Cindy said Ben. Do you want all of them or?
Are you bidding
Just
just
this
this one, Cindy, or did you want to do the $45 for all 5? Since you've got the list sitting right in front of you. Just the one? Okay. All right, so that one's going to Cindy. All right, so now we've got the 1951 San Francisco. This one's in very fine. Very nice.
Monkey. One of these days I'm gonna have to go out there and try it fresh.
Last call on this one, $10. All right, moving on. The 1959 Denver and extremely fine. $10 buy now. Yeah, I grew up on a farm, and we actually had our own cows and stuff. So yeah, I grew up with well water and homegrown veggies and homegrown beef, homegrown chicken, homegrown eggs. Oh, you don't have homegrown soda? Come on, you slacker.
And you can buy the Tabasco or tobacco plant.
Last call on this one. $59 Denver, extremely fine, $10. Get a greenhouse. Then you can grow all year round. If you're creative enough, you can build a greenhouse for like $100. All right, moving on. All right, here's the last one of the Franklins. I will still do the deal for the 4 that are remaining. If anybody wants all 4, I'll do them for $9 each. But you got to get all 4. This one's a 1960 Denver Brilliant Uncirculated full bell line. $10, or if you want all 4 of them, be $36 for all 4. Here's your bell lines. Little die crack coming off the D there. Mint mark. So again, that would be the 1960 Denver BU full bell line, which is this one.
The 59.
The 59 Denver in EF, the 57 or 51 San Francisco in VF, and the 49 San Francisco in AU. If you want all 4. That's going to be the last call on these.
You just see what coin put.
Hmm. All right, moving on. All right, next up we have a bunch of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these available. Or wait, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 of these available. So we have 4 of them are in 2x2s, and the rest of them are in airtights. These are $10 each. And these are the Washington Proof Silver half dollars. These are 90% silver each. They're from 1982. Anniversary of the birth of George Washington. And we have 9 of these available at $10 each. The scratches you're seeing are on the plastic. They're not on the coin. These coins are pristine. Maybe he was. Who are we to judge?
Hi,
All right,
Hidden.
we got 1 going to Trent. Trent, do you want one in airtight or a 2x2, or do you care? Because we have both options. We got 8 left, $10 each. Okay, Trent doesn't care. And the list value on these are $20, so you're getting these for half price. Last call on these. We got 8 left, $10 each. No pachyderms this week, hidden. If anybody wants to buy all 8 of them, I'll give you a package deal on them. I'll give them to you for $8 each. If you want all 8 of the remaining. So 8 of them available, $10 each, or if you want to buy all 8, I'll give them to you for $8 each. Last call.
You said that a while ago.
All right, moving on.
Lucky coin digging.
Those are all gone, Cindy. Rich bought them all. Rich bought every single one of the Ellis Island halves. So we're actually on to the Standing Liberty quarter now. This is a 1925 in extremely fine Standing Liberty quarter.
$35.
Buy now on this one is $35. This thing is beautiful.
And the RS in that means that it's in a Rick Snow holder.
This thing was attributed by Rick Snow for the grid. For those of you who don't know who Rick Snow is, he's one of the nation's top coin experts. And
For
he
Indians
is, for all coins, he's one of the nation's top experts. But for Indians and Flying Eagle cents, he is the world's foremost expert. He literally wrote the books.
Yep. Oh. Might help if I
And
grab the cup.
his coin shop is here in town. Yeah, to us, he's just Rick. For $35, buy it now, anyone. How often do you see Standing Liberties that look that good?
Right?
This thing is gleaming.
Yeah, coin digging's lucky. Only 50 degrees for the high today. Or it's like 103 here.
Last call. All right, moving on. Moving on to dimes. So we got a 1941 This is 1941 Denver MS66 full band. NGC graded. There's your code.
45.
Buy now on this one is $45. And check that beauty out.
See, it's pretty. Pretty.
If you've never seen a full band dime, you're looking at the top band, the middle band, and the bottom band. All have to be full to get that designation. Look how beautiful that thing is.
Yeah, I would not live there.
Looking for $45, anyone? MS66 full band.
Last call.
Yep, last call on this one.
Well, as long as you're not anywhere near that, I guess. Oh wait, you wouldn't be.
All right, moving on.
To the next one.
All right, next one. This is a 1942 Mercury dime. PCGS graded MS65. There's your code. And this one we're looking for buy now, $20. And this one's going to Cindy. Congrats, Cindy. Put on your list real quick. All right. And we got one more of those. This is the 1945 Denver Mercury dime. NGC graded MS65. And this one again is a buy it now, $20. So you got the top and the bottom band are full on this one because the middle one isn't. It does not get the designation. Looking for $20, anyone? That they are. Hey, man. Unless you're actually going to come over here and hand me one. All right, last call on this one. NGC MS65. $20 and it's yours. This beauty would be a great addition to anyone's collection. All right, we're moving on. If anybody decides you want one of those mercs, let us know. All right, next up we got a couple of silver-proof dimes. Starting with 2001 San Francisco. These are $3 each. These are 90% silver proofs. It's all good coin digging. You know once you're back in a better position, we'll still have good stuff. All right, moving on to the 2002 90% silver proof dime.
$3.
All right, and I'll do it this way. We've also got the 2007 silver proof. And the 2008 silver proof. So these are $3 each. If somebody wants all 4, I'll knock $2 off and give you all 4 for $10. You're all 90% silver. So that makes them $2.50 each. Anybody?
I don't know.
That does look kind of like a big ass, doesn't it? It's definitely bigger than the others. Maybe they just use a larger S design for 2008. All right, last call. 90% silver proof dimes. $3 each or $10 for all 4. How often do you get a shot at silver proofs for $2.50?
But that's only if you get all 4. All right.
All right, moving on. All right, next up we got nickel proofs. For any nickel collectors out there. Starting off with a 1955 proof nickel.
$5.
So we're looking for $5.
She said she is guessing that they used the wrong S on that form. It's always a possibility.
I have no idea. Last call on this one. 1955 proof nickel, $5.
Put that dime in her pile and she'll research it.
Just the 2008.
Okay.
Cool. All right, moving on. All right. So I'm going to go through and show you guys all of these dates. It's not even really a gamble because I mean it's a silver proof, so it's still worth $3. So these are all $3 a piece. And there are 11 of them. Unless somebody decides that they want to get all of them except for the one that has 2 dates. If obviously you would only get one of those. Then if somebody wants to get a full 10 pack, I'll do it for $2 each.
There's 3 dates. It's 2004 to 2000.
I'm talking about the 2001. There's 2 of them.
Oh.
All right, so we've got, these are all deep cameo. We've got the 95S. The 97S. Again, these are $3 each. Or if somebody wants to get one of every year, that'd be 10 coins. I'll do it at $2 each.
How much for all of them?
For all of them, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 11 right here. And then if you wanted the 55 as well. Okay, you want the 10 for 20? Okay, so you're getting a 97, you're getting a 95, a 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 7, 8, and 9. That's your 10 coins, Rich. Those are coming at you for $20. All right, so we still got, like I said, we got a 2001. If anybody wants it for $3. Deep cameo proof. The 55 Rich was $5. And since you've already gotten so much, I'll give it to you for $4 if you want it. I'll knock $1 off for you. Yep. Cool. All right, we're gonna give this one to Rich for $4.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on from the 2001. All right, the next bundle is a $15 bundle. And it is the entire Westward Journey series proof. So here's the 2004S Peace Medal. Here's the 2004 Keelboat proof. Again, these are all deep cameo. That's the Lewis and Clark Keelboat. And then you got the 2005 American Bison. The 2005 Ocean in View, also known as the Western Waters. And the 2006 Return to Monticello, or Monticello, however you say that word. Which, yes, is actually part of the series. So you're getting the full 5-coin Westward Journey series. Deep cameo proofs, $15. Any takers? Last call on these. All right, moving on. Anybody decide you want that set, let me know. And now we're moving on to 3 centers. Starting off with an 1865 and extremely fine.
$30.
We're buying now on this one for $30. These are, of course, the nickel design, not the silver. These 3 centers are a great piece of U.S. history.
Last call.
All right, we are moving on. Next up is an 1871 in very fine.
Yeah, they did. $20.
And this one's buy now is 20 bucks.
Move it over. Bang.
Last call on this one.
Alright.
All right, moving on. All right, the next one.
We have 2, and they're both.
Oh, they're different grades. We have an 1873 closed G, or closed 3.
They're both 18 though. And VG.
This one is in very good.
And then we do have one that is in,
And then we've also got one in VF.
and it's both of them are
They're both the closed 3.
18.
I'll actually go 14 on the VG one.
How much?
14. For the one that's in very good, I'll go 14. For the VF is 18. Both are the 73 closed 3 variety. So this one you're looking at right here will be the $18 one. And then this one is the $14 one.
Last call.
Last call on both of these. All right, we're moving on to the 1873 Open 3
$30.
in extremely fine. And this one's buy now is 30 bucks. If somebody wants both varieties, I'll do the Open 3, which is this one. And I'll do the VF Closed 3 as a little bundle. I'll do it for 45 bucks. So you'd get $3 off if you want both. So you have the open and the closed.
He said, say again.
Okay, so if you want both varieties, this is the 1873 Open 3. And this one's bidding for 30 bucks. And then this was the closed 3, the VF one. That was bidding for 18 bucks. If you want both of them, so you have the open and the closed, I'll knock $3 off and do it for 45 bucks. You get both coins. The 73 closed and open. So you have both varieties. And Rich wants to take that deal.
I knew Rich would.
Sold to Rich. All right, well, we got one more 3-center. This one is an 1881 in very fine. And this one's buying now is 17 bucks. Remember 17 bucks, anyone? $18.81 3-center. Most people don't even know these ever existed. I have fun sometimes just taking these with me, and I'll show them to bankers, and they'll be like totally flipping out about it. Same with a lot of the old coins. If you ever want a fun experience, just take really old coins and show them to bankers. Last call. $17. This could be yours. All right, moving on.
Alrighty.
All right, so the next item I've had up for a few weeks, but I dropped the price this week because I realized that I had it for more than I had actually intended. And I realized that as I was going back through some stuff. So this one is the 1905 Indian head cent. It's MS64 red brown, graded by NGC. Originally we were doing this one for $105. We dropped the price on it. Now it's $85.
So we dropped it by $20.
Here we go. $20 off of this one. So this one's now on a buy it now for $85. You can see that luster just cartwheeling.
Last call.
Last call on this one. $85. MS64 red brown.
And remember, on the bigger dollar items, we will work with you on payments.
Sold to Rich. Congrats, Rich. You're going to love that penny, sir. All right, next up from PCGS. We have the 1908S. Yep, this is actually the San Francisco VF35.
125.
And this one is a buy now 125. For those of you that know Indians, you know how hard it is to get the S's for the 08 and the 09. And the high values they bring when you do get them. Estimate mark below the wreath.
It's because he's gonna have a heart attack. He looks at them.
And it was PCGS VF35. Last call. All right, moving on. All right, next up is the 1919 San Francisco wheat cent. PCGS graded MS63 brown.
$110.
And this one is, they're looking for a buy it now of 110. Now, would also be willing to entertain doing a trade for this one if anybody wants this one, but you don't have the money for it. Again, this is 1919S PCGS MS63 brown.
76. What you looking for?
Pretty much just stuff with, like, equal value up to it. Stuff that's nice, stuff that's pretty. So as that, if anybody ever wants to do a trade for this one, just shoot me an email, let me know what you got, and we'll go from there.
Last call.
Last call on this one.
Which one's to 900?
Um, would you go 105? Okay, sold to Rich, 105. Congrats, Rich. All right. Now, this one is a new one for this week, and I think there might be some people out there that might enjoy this one. Because I know a lot of you are familiar with this date. 1931S. PCGS XF45.
$85.
Starting bid is 85 bucks.
Zoom in on that S.
Huh?
Zoom in on that S.
Zoom in on the S.
That just looks weird. Okay.
Well, that looks normal to me.
It just looked weird for a minute. That's why I wanted to zoom in on it.
For an $85 bid, anyone? That it is.
Yep.
This is after the VDB, the 1909 VDB, and the 1914 Denver. This is the third key date of the wheat series.
Socks?
Let me bring this up real quick.
It's because it's heavy directly.
I can actually show you guys.
That's what that comes out on the side versus that side.
31S. I'm gonna switch you guys to browser view for a sec. All right, so here we are, 1931 S. Total mintage was 866,000. Estimated survival in all grades is 80,000. And then ours, of course, is a 45. So you're looking at 105 is the value on this one. If you're the only bidder, you're getting it for 85 bucks.
Last call.
We'll run this one for a couple of weeks, then I may end up actually keeping this one because this one's better than mine. Mine's only like a fine. All right, moving on. All right, now we got some foreign coins to go through. And then once we get through these, if anybody wants to revisit anything or wants to know if we have anything, then we'll do that. All right. We're starting off with an ancient coin. Yeah, but I'll do this one first. All right, so this is a Julia Domna. It is a bronze, or silver, sorry. It is a silver Daenerys. AR is argent.
Oh, I forgot to put that on there.
So this is silver. Wife of Septimus Severus. 193 to 211 AD. All right, so this one for the obverse, you've got the drape bust right with the legend Julia Augusta. And then the reverse is Herodotus standing left, holding a long palm and cornucopia with the legend Hilarious. So this one's a buy it now at 40 bucks. And here is the actual coin. So that is Julia Domna. And here is the reverse. And unfortunately, the mint mark would have been right there. But this one's got too much wear on it to be able to tell exactly where this one was minted. But still, you know, for 2,000 years old, well, 1,900 years old, that's not bad. For 40 bucks, anyone. Is 83% silver. Is the average mixture from the metallurgy of that time.
83.
Hmm.
83.
Yep. Yeah. Anyone interested in owning a silver piece of Roman history?
Going last call.
I'm going to be launching a quest soon to get more of our community into ancients. If you guys didn't see the video I did a couple of days ago, the bucket list coin, I finally got a 1/12 stater from around 600 BC Greece. It was one of the first coins ever made by humans, and I finally got my hands on one.
All right.
All right, moving on. If anybody decides that they like that, let me know. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Rich. Just give me a clear shots of both sides and shoot me an email.
Yeah.
I will do my best to help you. And same with anybody. If you ever have foreign coins or ancient coins that you need help identifying, just get me clear pictures of the front and the back, and I will help you identify coins. I have no problem doing that.
You're welcome, Rich.
All right, I'm going to step aside for a moment and let my wife take over. I will be right back. And she is going to be walking you guys through some foreign silver coins.
Well, foreign coins / silver. It depends on where they are in the list. All right.
I think everything on there is silver.
No.
Well, everything there is silver. Everything there is. Everything there is.
Not everything in there is.
Okay, that's the only thing that's not is that bundle. That's actually a bundle.
Okay. All right. We have a 1942 3-pence South Africa, 80% silver in VG. If I can get it out. Of course, I put it upside down. $2. Oh, that's upside down. Let's put you right side up. There you go. Anyone? Sold to Trent. Grats, Trent. Okay. Next up, we have a 1952 Lebion, 50 piastres, 60% silver, and extremely fine. And this one is $4. That's upside down again. Anyone? Last call. Okay. Have a good night, Mystical. All right. Moving on. To the 1964 one golden and Tilly's Providence of the Netherlands. 72% silver in BU. $10. Yeah. With the sword and the shield. Saying, play with me. Last call. There was only 300,000 minted of these coins. This one does not go soon. I'm keeping it. All right. Moving on. To 1964 Bermuda Crown. 50% silver. BU. $10. And this one looks like it's like trying to jump out at you.
Last call on this one. He just looks like he wants to jump out and like lick you all over. Because his tongue looks like it's sticking out.
More than likely trying to eat your face.
Alrighty. Moving on. To the 1965 D 5 marks from Germany. 62.5% silver and extremely fine.
All hail the dying chicken.
$20.
I will forever maintain that is the worst bird design on any coin.
Yeah. Anyone?
There's a big old silver coin.
Let's put it back on the dying chicken. And it looks like it has some toning on it. Starting around its head.
It was like somebody walked up behind it and yanked its tail. It's like freaking out.
Last call.
Fish should be fine.
No. I can do it after this.
I got it. Okay.
Alright. Moving on. To I don't know. So the 10-pack and the British large pennies are going to be $5, and Lewis is going to run you through those.
Hello. All right. So I'm going to do these in descending order. And I'm going to go through them pretty quick.
Since there is a lot in this packet.
So we got 1967 for the Queen Elizabeth. And then also Queen Elizabeth. We got, oops, side flip. I need to remember to side flip these. 1965. So if anybody's never seen one of these in person, these things are the size of $50. These are some big pennies.
Yeah.
And 1961. And then now we're getting into George the Younger.
Trent says Ben.
And Trent's already binning. So I'll show you the rest of them real quick. 1944. 1940. Just speed through the dates. Now we're getting into George the Older. 1919. 1917. 1910. I believe that's getting into Edward now. Yep. That's Edward the Seventh. 1903 and 1902. So that's all the bundle that you're getting, Trent. Congrats on that one.
Alrighty. Britain Florence.
Did you already do Canada?
No.
Oh, there it is.
It wasn't
Okay.
over. Oh.
All right, next up, we've got a 1936 British florin.
50% silver.
This is 50% silver. It's in fine condition.
$5.
And by now it's $5. Upside down. 1936. One florin. Very cool design.
Yeah, I like the shields.
This would be technically a UK. That's why you got the Irish harp. And then you got the Scotland, Britain, and Wales shields making up the UK. And you got King George V. For $5, anyone?
Trent.
Sold to Trent. Congrats, Trent. All right. Next up, we got a 1942 British florin. This one is in very fine.
$7.
We have two of these available at $7 each. They are both in VS. I will show you both of them. Here's the first one. 1942. So this is when they started putting 2 shillings on there, but it is still a florin. 2 shillings is a florin. 1 shilling is a half a florin. And of course, you got Britain's fascination with thistles. I guess they have a lot of briar patches over there. All right, so that's the first one, and then here's the second one. Again, these are $7 each. The first person to bin one gets to pick which one they want. Got some nice toning on it going on. For $7 each, anyone?
Rich. Which one do you want?
All right, Rich is the first one. Do you have a preference, Rich, on which one you want? The first or the second? Here's the first one again.
Pick one. Too hard to tell.
All right, I'll give you the one with the nice toning on it. All right, so last call on the second one. Well, first one, I guess, technically, but
Eh.
last call on this one.
All right. Moving on.
Yep, we are moving on. All right, next up, we got some stuff from Canada. Our neighbors to the north.
Top 3 or 3.
All right. We're starting off with a few of the, well, we got 3 of the dimes. These are all going to be $3 each. The first one is a 1910 in very good.
92.5% silver. And it's $3. Side to side.
Not quite enough definition in his facial whiskers for a fine. And you want a little bit more definition on the bottom of the crown to get into fine. This is King Edward. $92.5 sterling silver. The last call on this one. Going to Trent, $3. Congrats, Trent. All right, next up. This one is in a fine, and this one is a 1919. King
$3.
George. So you can see on this one, you get a lot more definition on the bottom line of the crown. You got some more definition in the face. Still 0.925 sterling silver. Tis not. Wrong country. Last call on this one, $3. we have still yet to find a W quarter. I even picked up 7 rolls that were almost entirely Lowell and not a single W. Oh, speaking of which, we have 5 rolls of brilliant uncirculated Lowell Denver. If anybody out there has any rolls of Lowell Philadelphia or the whatever the second one was of the Philadelphia, and you'd like to do a trade to get some Denvers, hit us up because we'd like to do a trade with somebody to get some of the Phillies. All right, we are moving on.
Yes.
Yeah, the 2019s. We'll trade 2 rolls of the Denver for 2 rolls of the Philly. All right, we got one more Canadian silver dime. This one's the 80% silver. What about the S-Mint? You know how rare those things are to find? If you have them, I'd be happy to trade some for them.
All right. 1960.
Rare. Patience. God. Having a conversation here.
But you went.
So this is the
Put it in.
1960 Canadian dime. 80% silver.
It says 90.
It's 80. That's a typo. These are 80%, not 90. I've actually been thinking about getting some of the S strikes, the business strikes, to bring to auction. I don't know. Is that something that any of you would be interested in if I could get them? For the America the Beautiful quarters, to get the San Francisco business strikes? I mean, they're still clad, but they're the NISC San Franciscos to fill out the collections. Because they are hard to come by. But if any of you would be interested in being able to pick up some of those, then maybe I'll see if I can't find some.
Last call.
Yeah, last call on this one. Cool. I'll have to work out something for those.
Yeah.
Because I would definitely be interested in getting them.
Yes, we do want them.
All right, moving on. Yeah, I'd be interested in getting some of those. All right, next up, we got a 1964 Canadian dollar. Brilliant uncirculated, 80% silver.
$20.
Buy now is $20. Well, thanks, Hidden. So the Canadian dollars are the same size as like Morgan's. So these are the equivalent of buying, an American silver dollar. And this is their Charlottetown dollar.
That's what the pictures are for.
Think we're $20, anyone? Brilliant uncirculated. 1964 Canadian silver dollar. This is 80% silver.
That looks like proof, like from here.
It's pretty darn close.
It's not quite.
I don't know if the back is enough to be qualified as proof like, but the front definitely, the obverse is proof like. It's definitely worth $20, that's for sure. List on this is probably double that. All right, last call. And we are moving on. All right, now we got some quarters from Canada. Starting with two 1967 AUs. These are $5 each. This is the year that they put the kitty on it. These are 80% silver. So that's the first one. And here is the second one. And these are both AU. And we're looking for $5 each. I said yes, hidden. Stop asking. You already told me they're mine. Why are you still asking? For $5 each, anyone? The last call on these. The Centennial quarters from Canada. Shouldn't you be 6 by now? No. All right, moving on. All right, and the last two. We've got two 1968s. And these are $4 each. You're still 80% silver. That's the first one. And here's the second one. This one does have the roller ring of death on it, but it's still silver. So actually, I'll do this one for $3. If anybody wants this one, $3 for this one. It's like 50 cents over melt. Last call on these two. $4 for this one, $3 for the ring of death one. Basically, just sell that one as silver. All right, moving on. All right, give me a second. I need to grab something real fast because I have a little surprise for you guys. But I got to grab it real quick. All right. So I was going through some Mercury Dimes last night, and I found a couple of goodies. So I figured I would offer them to you guys. Especially considering I've had people saying that they'd like to see more varieties on the show. So we're going to start off. This is a 1940 San Francisco. It's in very fine. But it has the S over S FS501 RPM. This is the one that's actually listed on PCGS CoinFacts. And you can clearly see, if you can see the pointer, right there and right there are what you're looking for. And this one I'm going to do for a buy it now for $10. Its list value for this one in this condition is $20. And it is sold to Hidden. Congrats, Hidden. All right. And then another one that I found last night. This is listed as one of the best for the RPMs. This is the 1941 S over S WRPM 001. It is in VF. And I don't have a cherry picker's guide. Focus. There you go. But if anybody does have a cherry picker's guide, here's the cherry picker reference number. It's FS-10-1941 S 501 parentheses 101.6. It's already on there. This is the one that you got. It's written right there. FS 501. And this one's already on there. It's WRPM 001. And this is the one that is listed as one of the best ofs in the cherry picker guide. And you can find this one on Wexler's website, doubledie.com. And you can clearly see that second S right there. And then coming out down here. So this one, like I said, I don't have a cherry picker's guide, but it is listed as one of the best ofs. So I think the way we'll do this one is we'll just start this one at $10 and see where it goes. So we'll do a starting bid of $10. And then I'm going to bring the page up real quick so you guys can actually see it. Bear with me for 1 second. Should have actually done this to begin with. Mercury's. $41S. Almost there. All right, there we go. Switching to the browser view. So there you go, 1941S, WRPM 001, best of variety. You can see there's the S. Exactly what I've got. Konica RPM number 1, Cherry Picker FS 10, 1941S, 501.
Hannon says, Lewis with no bids, I'll take both for 15.
If nobody bids on it, I'll do that just because you're giving us the San Francisco quarters.
What was the other coin? I don't have it over here.
This one. It's the 2 we found last night. All right, last call on this one. Rich, it's. Let me type it in. There you go. It's the 1941 S over S WRPM 001. And it's listed as a Cherry Picker Guide's best of variety. And I actually have the reference number written on the flip for the Cherry Pickers Guides. FS-10 1941S 501 010.6. And we're looking for a $10 bid. And then here it is on Wexler's website. S over S Northwest. We got that second S up here. Konica RPM number 1, Cherry Pickers FS 10, blah, blah, blah. And it says best of variety. And there, of course, is the actual RPM. So just like you saw on Wexler's, there's the extra S right there. All right. Sorry, Hayden Rich is taking this one for $10. Congrats, Rich. All right, and then we found one more. It's not an RPM. It's a lamination error on both the obverse and the reverse. And that's what, if you can see it, all of this going all the way around is a crack in the lamination going all the way around. It goes across the bust. And then also on the reverse, you see it running right along there. And then up right through there. And coming off the axe right across there, around, right there. So this one we're doing for $5. Just to buy it now, $5. Lamination error, both sides, 1941 plain date, in VF condition. It's definitely strongest on the obverse. And you can just see that cracking all around. And that is actually the top lamination layer cracking up. Is anybody interested in this one for $5? The lamination error on both sides. And this one is actually qualified as an error because it's a lamination error. That means that the metal that they stamped the planchet out of was not prepared properly. So that qualifies as a mint error. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, so is there anything that anybody wanted to see again or anything that anybody missed? Or anything that anybody just wants to see if we have? Anybody? Anybody?
Thank you, Roger.
Thanks, Roger. Thanks for hanging out. All right, well, if there's nothing anybody wants to see again, then we're going to go ahead and get out of here and start getting to work on everybody's invoices. Rich, make sure you get those pictures out to me so I can help you out with identifying your mystery coin there. All right, so hopefully, I'm hoping either this week or next week I'll get my new coin series show going. It's going to be all based on world coins and ancient coins. And it's my way of, trying to help get the community more into both of those. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming. Again, like I said, part of my issue is I'm trying to figure out when to do it because it's probably going to be a morning show because that's when most of the open schedule is. And I'm probably just going to do it as a live stream format just because it's easier. But keep an eye out for that. Again, if anybody new, if you want the auction lot list a couple of days before every auction, shoot us an email at cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and just let us know that you want to get put on the mailing list. That way, a couple of days before every auction, you can look at all the lots, see what we got, check prices, do research, and it opens you up for being able to do pre-sales so you don't have to worry about people bidding against you. Schedule for my new show, Hidden. I'm going to do the show I've been talking about for a while on ancients and world coins. I'm hoping to get that going either this week or next week, but I'm trying to figure out when to do it. But it's coming. It is coming. All right, so we are going to get out of here. Everybody have a great night. Cindy, thanks for modding.
Thank you, Cindy.
Hidden, if you're coin digging, if you're still out there, thanks for popping in. Hidden, thanks for being you. And Hidden, just let us know when you're going to send out those quarters so we can keep an eye out for them. All right, we are out of here. Everybody have a good night. Hey, Smokey.